1,000-pound sisters rewind. Tammy and Amy revisit the past, junkyard scale and all. The 1,000-pound sisters have never been ones to shy away from the spotlight, but their most recent on-screen journey has delivered something deeper, more intimate, and far more reflective than anything seen in previous seasons. TLC's hit reality show has followed Tammy and Amy Slayton through the highs and lows of life, love, and extreme weight loss. Now, as the sisters look back at their earliest days on camera, the memories of struggle, humor, and heartbreaking vulnerability rise to the surface. In what is being called one of the most emotional episodes of the series yet, Tammy and Amy return to the very place where it all began, revisiting the infamous junkyard scale and the haunting weight of their pasts. The Slayton sisters, originally from Kentucky, have become household names since the premiere of their show. What started as a light-hearted yet serious exploration of two sisters battling obesity has morphed into a multi-season phenomenon that has captivated millions. Their individual journeys toward better health, independence, and personal happiness have evolved with each passing season, but so has the emotional weight of their shared story. As they rewind the clock in this deeply revealing special, the rawness of their beginnings hits harder than ever before. The junkyard scale scene, which for many fans marked the show's most iconic and devastating moment, becomes a touchstone for reflection, grief, and growth. When Tammy and Amy first appeared on camera, they were not yet the women fans see today. Tammy was largely housebound and grappling with serious medical complications, while Amy was struggling to find balance between caring for her sister and reclaiming her own health. Their dependence on one another was as evident as their frustrations, and the emotional strain between them was at times explosive. Despite it all, their love as sisters, with its mixture of fierce loyalty and frequent spats, made them instantly relatable and deeply compelling. As the rewind episode begins, viewers are taken back to those earliest moments, Tammy needing assistance just to leave the house, Amy trying to wrangle their lives into some semblance of order, and the heartbreaking realization that a standard medical scale could not accommodate Tammy's weight. This prompted the now infamous trip to the local junkyard, where the sisters had to weigh Tammy on an industrial scale. The moment was both shocking and sad. Viewers saw the pain in Tammy's face, the embarrassment masked by sarcasm, and the heavy silence as the number was finally revealed. Amy stood by her sister, holding back tears while trying to be the strong one. It was a moment that encapsulated not only the severity of their situation but also the sheer magnitude of what lay ahead. It was also a moment that would define the show for years to come, frequently referenced by fans and critics alike as one of the rawest depictions of reality television ever aired. Now, years later, Tammy and Amy return to that same junkyard. The contrast is stark. Tammy, no longer confined to a wheelchair, walks with a level of independence that would have been impossible to imagine in Season 1. Amy, now a mother of two, carries herself with more self-assurance and peace, even as she continues to navigate the complexities of post-surgery life and motherhood. As they approach the industrial scale, both sisters fall silent for a moment. It's not just about the scale, it's about everything it represented. Fear, defeat, hopelessness. But revisiting it now, with so much change behind them, they reclaim it as a symbol of resilience. The scene unfolds with a blend of humor and honesty, the Slayton sisters' signature tone. Amy jokes about how much better they look now, while Tammy quips that she should take a selfie with the scale for old time's sake. Beneath the laughter, though, is a deep emotional current. Tammy speaks candidly about how that moment nearly broke her, how ashamed she felt, and how for a long time she thought she'd never see a life beyond that scale. Amy shares her own fears, recalling sleepless nights wondering whether her sister would survive, and the crushing pressure she felt to be everything for everyone. The sisters also reflect on the early reactions they received from the public. Some viewers saw them as punchlines, others as inspirations, and many as both. Internet memes and online ridicule became an unexpected part of their experience. But with time came growth, not just in their bodies but in their understanding of who they were and what they represented. Tammy especially has undergone a public transformation. Once known for her resistance to change and sharp temper, she has emerged in recent seasons as a symbol of perseverance, entering rehab, undergoing life-saving surgery, and facing personal demons with increasing clarity. The Rewind special doesn't shy away from the difficult chapters either. Both sisters revisit their darkest moments, Tammy's hospitalizations, her near-death experiences, and Amy's difficult pregnancies and strained marriage. There is footage of arguments, tears, and silence that once felt impossible to bridge. Yet watching those moments now with the benefit of hindsight, the sisters see them not as failures, but as necessary steps in their journey. The Junkyard scale becomes a metaphor for the emotional weight they've carried their whole lives, from childhood trauma and food addiction to body image issues and societal judgment. One particularly emotional scene in the episode shows Tammy standing quietly in front of the scale, then walking away from it with tears in her eyes. She says that while she'll never forget how it felt to stand on it years ago, she no longer lets that moment define her. Amy echoes this sentiment, saying the scale used to symbolize shame, but now it stands for how far they've come. It's not about the number anymore, it's about everything they've overcome to get to this place. The special also includes never-before-seen footage from their early filming days, including a clip of the sisters talking late at night about their dreams. Amy had wanted to be a mom, and Tammy had hoped to one day walk into a store without being stared at. Watching these moments now is gut-wrenching and beautiful, a reminder of how fragile and powerful hope can be. There's a sense of pride as they tick off the boxes of goals once thought impossible. Amy did become a mother twice, and Tammy not only walks into stores now but does so with confidence and a boldness that commands respect. Producers of the show have said this rewind episode was one of the most emotionally taxing to create. Everyone involved felt the gravity of returning to the beginning, of unearthing pain that had been buried under layers of humor and showbiz polish. But the Slayton sisters insisted on doing it. They wanted to look their past in the eye, confront it, and show others still struggling with obesity or mental health that change is possible. Tammy and Amy have become more than just reality TV stars. They are symbols of transformation, and their story continues to inspire a growing community of fans who see themselves reflected in the sisters' struggles.